On last week's show, Joshua, it came to my attention that you had forgotten what my two very prestigious awards for uni were.
I would never do that.
Well, I'm glad. You would never want to do it again. So please filibuster the people while I just do some high-class prop comedy and source some material.
Okay, great. So Jono is running across outside of the shot that I just set up in the middle of the start of our podcast here. And he's rifling through what can I only assume to be large amounts of weeds and plants and other multiple awards that he has. He's like 10,000 awards. Who knows? Oh, look, he's showing me all these awards fantastically. I remember this one. This is the most outstanding student in geospatial science. This one is some Liz Tech. That one's a Bachelor of Science. This really fits into what we get. Yeah, honors. I see it. Thanks. Right in front. You're blocking the camera, man. There you go. First class honors. Pardon me.
All right, we'll leave that one there.
Oh, good. This works very well for as we get into the show.
All right, cool. So now that we've got my qualifications already, let's do the first slide.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hello, friends, and hello, foes, and welcome to the Comedianons. It's a podcast we tried to start many years ago, but it didn't work, and now we're here, and we've been going at it for about 3 years, and we're doing pretty damn well, if I don't say so myself. My name is Josh, and joined with me is the man who also does kilometers of swimming. It's Jono.
We're fish boys now.
We're fish boys.
We'd be swimming in the pool with all the old men.
Oh,
it's actually great.
There's always lots of old men there.
Yeah, I feel like I'm an Italian man who owns a delicatessen when we go for a swim, and it's
for sure.
It's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad we're fish boys together.
Well, what's happening on the show today, Jono? We've got an absolute ripper.
You're kicking us off with one of our favourite segments,
it's reviewing me, reviewing you. And it's a classic from our childhood show.
Do we get a sneak peek of what it is, or will we find out under the foreskin?
We'll find out in a moment.
Oh, very nice.
What's coming up after that, Jono?
The Village People were a very popular band. They released some absolute bangers. And I think I might be part of the Village People, but we'll find out why.
Ooh, I like that. You signposted that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what are we going to find out in the future?
That was actually pretty good. I thought of that whole intro on the fly, yeah.
I've got an apology. I wonder about what.
I hope it's for me.
We'll find out why.
Yeah. Oh,
look at
so
that.
Many things to look forward to on today's show.
We're professional podcasters.
And the final thing. I'm just trying to remember what it is. That's corporate. Right. I want to chat corporate, but I'm hoping that, there might be someone who can come and help us out with that, but they may not be available.
We'll see,
so you never know.
No, we'll be able to get them on the line.
Oh, they may not even have a line.
Who knows?
But I tell you what we do have, Joshua. What? You might want to get your hand ready. Yeah. We have a next slide.
We sure do. Jono.
Yes.
It's time.
It is time.
Reviewing me, reviewing you. There is nothing we can't review. Reviewing me, reviewing you. We just have to face it. It's true. Oh, let's review. And review we do. We do so much.
Oops, sorry.
He's going on for a second verse. Dude, even to play it again.
I thought the bed was going to get... It's all good.
No,
they haven't edited that out.
No, you're okay, man.
Boffin will cut that. Okay, all good. What are we doing today? I love this segment, by the way.
I think we've realised it just becomes a good time to watch an episode of something from our childhood, doesn't it?
And just walk the other person through the memories of it.
What have we done so far? Give us a couple that we've done.
I remember we did Bob the Builder. That was a ripper. That was, I think, the first children's one. We just, Planet Cook. When I had the code,
Planet Cook,
we talked about Planet Cook. That was great. And then before that, it was like trashy reality TV.
That's true. We do a couple of those here and there. But can't say that I don't have a couple of those stashed in the back.
Have you watched season 2 of Byron Babes?
No.
Did we finish watching season 1?
My mum did though.
Oh, did she?
I might ask her to give us a review.
Does she love
I might
it?
Watch the season 2.
Can she record a voice memo for us?
I might do that.
Oh, I'd love to get Big M on the show.
We never know. We might get mother to Josh on the show.
Yeah, Big M. I love that. Didn't see her at Coles today. But,
no, she maintains she wasn't at Coles. She
wasn't at Coles? Oh, I just saw another Italian woman.
Greek woman.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I did a racism.
Cut that one out.
No, cut that one out. No, it's
Jono,
close enough. Yeah.
What could we possibly be doing today?
Oh, well, you played the opener by mistake out loud before, so I know.
Right, well, I should just play the opener. We'll see what it is.
La 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 la, la 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 la.
Elmo's World.
Elmo's World.
La 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 la, la 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 la.
Elmo's World.
One of the best shows from
This
the
is one of
childhood, to be
Can
honest.
I say, Sesame Street is up there.
Oh, it's God tier.
But Elmo's World
Oh.
is, as someone who now watches it back,
Yeah.
the overlining thing I want to track with this review
Okay.
is
Yep.
it is bonkers.
Oh, it's
And it
absolutely
and if you were
psychedelic.
drunk watching this on drugs,
Yeah.
it would be like, what are you watching?
Maybe we should do it. Don't you reckon Elmo's like the Harry Styles of One Direction?
Yeah,
like Elmo
basically.
left Sesame Street and he just blew the fuck up.
I mean, isn't Elmo still on Sesame Street?
Maybe the Sesame Street's. Look, I'm not qualified
Sesame Street's
for
still
this.
going on.
Yeah,
I know there's
there you
Fraggle
go.
Rock. I was thinking about love a bit of Fraggle Rock.
I do love a bit of Fraggle
Bear
Rock.
in the Big Blue House.
They're all good.
They're all good.
Write that down, Pete. Anyway.
Yeah,
Producer
true.
Pete? Oh, this is getting
No,
complicated.
social media.
Social
Pete.
media Pete. Boffin?
Video Vlad.
Yeah.
Boffin,
Do we have a
Biffin.
producer?
I've been told there's one coming.
I might be adopting a producer. That's right.
We'll get to that
Stay
at some point in
tuned.
the future.
Yeah.
But the show is bonkers.
Yeah,
the one I
okay.
watched was about food, which is a great one.
I actually think I know the episode. This is because we had it on, as we were talking before, on VHS,
VHS.
from the library when I was a kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so, it sort of does the usual thing. The usual characters are there.
Yeah.
Cabinet, blinds.
Oh, I remember
the drawn blinds that just talk by
the
going up and
usual-
down.
Just the usual characters as
know,
he lists three
Dorothy,
furnitures.
The goldfish.
Dorothy is a goldfish?
I don't- Dorothy was the goldfish.
This is like 20
Mr.
years ago.
Steel Mind over here. Mr. Mind over
He
here.
had a goldfish called Dorothy.
When
That
I
is
found out that
amazing.
I had a fish that I named after Dorothy. That
You
I
had a
called-
fish?
I have had a couple of fishes as I was a kid. This is news to
Oh,
you.
that is hilarious.
I did have a couple of fish when I was growing up.
Oh my god!
Let's just say they didn't.
And one was
particularly-
called Dorothy.
I had Dorothy. I had Pip and Pop. I had Scar. Scar was like a battered fish that had an actual scar, and I named it after Scar. Quite obviously.
You can't call humans after their physical characteristics.
No, you can't go
No.
long neck over here.
Yeah, long neck. Yeah,
But Buffy over here.
bullhead.
Buffhead.
Yeah.
But it was a bonkers episode.
Yeah.
Because, it's all about
How long
food.
do they
How
go
do you
for?
eat. 16 minutes.
Okay, that's nice and punchy. I like
I'll
that.
give you the
Yeah.
overarching things.
Okay.
And then we'll get into to the
the reviews. Yeah,
What I've got.
yeah.
So, sorry, I heard voices down.
I live in an apartment building. There's lots of voices
Never,
in here.
never,
yes.
never once have there ever been voices.
None.
I'm not distracted.
What's your overarching storyline?
It is absurd.
Okay. Like, when you're a kid, you probably don't notice
No.
how absurd it is. Yeah, right.
So, you get in there, Elmo's like, what are we talking? We're talking about food. Elmo loves food.
Yep. He does love
he
food.
talks to-
Elmo love food.
Oh, everybody, it's Elmo.
Did Elmo he talks in third person, if I remember
Elmo
correctly.
loves food.
Yeah.
And then it's tell not show. I like that.
It's great. Tell them not sure. Who needs to see anything? Just tell me.
Yeah.
And they're like talking about how do you eat? And so there's like Dorothy tells Elmo, do you want to let me show you how people eat. So there's kids going, so you take
It goes
the
to
fork into the
like a
spaghetti.
VT thing, and it
Yeah,
shows
and
kids.
then you twirl the spaghetti.
Yeah, and then you put it in
and
the
then you
gob
put it in
hole.
your mouth.
Oh, good.
And there's a person with the chopsticks. It's very, that's like in 2007 as well.
That is ahead of their
That's
time.
ahead of its time.
That's great.
2004, I think.
Yeah, crazy.
And then you got Mr. Noodle. Do you remember Mr. Noodle?
I remember Mr. Noodle.
Big mustache boy.
I remember Mr. Noodle. He
was
looks.
trying- you
He
never
looks a
believe
little
it?
bit like a. Yeah.
Mr. Noodle, crazy, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Was trying to eat noodles.
Oh.
But my favorite thing about it was I'll find a clip of it and put it I might give it to social media.
Yeah.
Pete.
Video
Then there's
Vlad.
a clip.
Yeah.
Video Vlad.
Yeah.
Well, social media people would post it.
Oh no! I reckon then Video Vlad cuts it in and gives it to Pete, and
I
then
would
people
do that
to
work. I don't need Vlad to
Oh,
do
this
it.
is too
We've
complicated.
got a lot of people at
Yeah.
our company. That's why we need the corporate chat.
But yes.
But to
So
get the,
Mr. Noodle's trying
my
to eat a
favorite thing
noodle.
about this is they're very clearly not real noodles. But he
Yeah,
keeps
right.
like doing like,
They're prop
"Ooh, how do
noodles."
I eat?"
Yeah.
No, you don't eat it that way, Mr. Noodle. He starts flinging it
What
around.
is
moving it
Mr.
around.
Noodle?
He's a person.
Yeah, he's
a guy.
just a guy.
Just a guy on a stage.
Yeah. So
it does, like, the green
could
screen
eat
thing
actual
where it
noodles.
just hear the video of him, and you see Elmo watching.
Oh yeah, that
watching
doesn't
them.
normally happen in shows
That's
these
why
days.
it's so bonkers.
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
in a way,
yeah.
it's like maybe my favorite thing I've watched. In a
I
little
think
bit.
that might be the cause of my undiagnosed ADHD.
Hey, let's
That
not talk
show.
about that. Who's qualified to actually take
Because
that test
I just
or
remember when I think of that show, I just think of it as a fever dream. And I remember
Yeah,
like
it's still a fever
I'd watch
dream.
like an episode as a kid and just like need a cold glass of water and a cigarette afterwards. Like so
Splash it
much
on your face.
stuff happens during
and
that.
so it's clearly not real spaghetti. So
Yeah.
he keeps twirling around, and then you see at the very end, he goes, "Oh, that's how you eat it." But you watch a guy like go, put it up to his mouth, and then like there's like a moment, and he's like you see it zooming out, and like he's clearly like waiting, and
Yeah,
then like
and then it cuts.
and then it cuts.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, he didn't eat that. That's
they
not
could've
real
just
noodles.
used normal spaghetti.
Yeah, why? Because he didn't. How are they going to do this flingy around thing?
Oh, that's true. The
tricky.
magic of television. This actually sounds wonderful, to be
It's a
honest.
fantastic show.
Is the quality like really shithouse?
I don't think it's that bad
Okay,
quality
that's
to
good.
be sure. It's probably 2004, so it's not that
Because
bad.
I just when you watch
The aspect ratio
like when
is
I've been
of it is,
watching,
like,
is it like
analog.
Square?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like when I've been watching Wentworth, which is started in 2013, it feels like I'm watching something from the 1700s. So I can only imagine something from the 2000s. It's like just looks kind of
True.
like
It's a
it's
bit-
drawn
it's a bit
on.
weird.
Yeah. It
I'll
looks
tell you
like
what, the
film.
animations are so
Yeah.
weird.
Is it-
So there's like weird animating. That's how
So
there's a chest
Elmo
of
is
drawers.
actually a puppet.
it's a puppet.
Yeah, but then there's lots of
And then there's,
animation
like,
in there.
animation in it. So
yeah.
like, there's like a window pane that goes up and
Yeah.
down. And it goes, "What's that?" And then the
That
window
was
goes,
pretty good.
Doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
And then the chest of drawers goes. Boop, boop, boop,
I
boop.
remember the chest of drawers.
And then also the email. Elmo gets emails.
He does.
'Cause
Elmo got mail.
I got mail.
Yeah, and it's
then-
one of those computers
yeah.
that's got the big ass and got the scientists
Huge.
living in it to make it work. Yeah.
And obviously, it's one of those things where it's just ahead of its time. 2004.
Yeah.
That's like, who even has mail coming from a computer?
No, I didn't know what it was.
No.
I remember not understanding it. I remember that letters was a thing, but yeah.
This might be a slipping through my fingers for another day, but do you remember the first time you were on a computer?
No.
We'll deal with that another day then.
Yeah, I used to be
Overall,
scared of
let's give it a
computers.
couple star ratings.
Okay.
Puppetry, 5 out of 5 stars.
Oh, great. So is Elmo the only puppet?
Elmo's the only puppet, but it's Elmo.
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
fix it.
He's the man of the moment.
Just the best.
Yeah, yeah.
As you said, Harry Styles of the
He is. He's the
Sesame
front
Street.
man of Sesame Street.
Big Bird is Paul McCartney.
I love Big
Mixing
Bird is Paul
metaphors,
McCartney. Nah, he is Paul McCartney. Yeah. Big Bird's probably
and then
my
Oscar
favorite.
the Grouch is a classic.
Oh, he creeped me out. a
Oh,
little
there was
bit.
also a Cookie Monster show. Bit.
Oh,
There was Cookie
there's-
Monster and Grover was in the show.
Grover and the Cookie Monster, are they like brothers or some shit?
No, they're all just ambiguous monsters, I think, right?
Yeah, but they're both
not sure.
blue. And Cookie Monster's a
They're
big
different
lad, and Grover's a
slaves
skinny
colour.
lad.
They're slightly different colors.
Yeah.
I missed Bert and Ernie. I might want to rewatch a Bert and Ernie clip
Oh,
next
yeah.
time.
Something happened. They got cancelled. Oh, yeah, there's an episode where Bert's got the HITLER mustache.
Oh,
and,
really?
And he's making jokes about aeroplanes. And I remember this
Is
big
this an actual thing?
Yeah. It was in
Oh.
an episode, and I remember it got Sesame Street got cancelled because of that, and then they like removed them from it for a while. But I don't know if they're back or not.
I've not. This is
Yeah,
this-
yeah.
this-
I'll
this is a
find
Google.
this
I'll Google
afterwards.
this
Yeah.
after. So, I mean, 5 out of 5 stars for Elmo. The animation.
So puppetry, 5 stars.
Yeah.
Yep. Animation,
I'll give it a 3.
out of 5.
Out of 5.
That's not bad. That's
I
good
think,
enough.
I think it's
Yeah,
good
yeah,
enough,
yeah.
but it's got a bit of like weird, slowy
Yeah.
wonkiness. to
Yeah.
it. But that's fine because you're focusing on Elmo.
Yeah.
Funniness, I'll give it a 4.
Oh,
out of
okay,
5.
that's
'Cause I
good.
think it's
That's a
like
high
just
rating.
The heat of the moment. It's
Yeah.
going past me. I'm like, what am I
Yeah.
watching?
Yeah.
And similarly, absurdity, 5 out of 5.
Great. That's what you want.
And I think-
remember wanting to watch Elmo for the absurdity of
And
it.
it's like 7. That's 17 out of 20. I think that's a
That's
success.
great. You've got to normally throw in one that's like really high and then one that's really low to compensate it.
Oh, right.
Aeroplanes.
Aeroplanes.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna. 0.
0. And then guitar solos.
10 out of 10.
Great. So that brings us up to over 20.
Over the amount we needed.
So you should go and watch Elmo.
Elmo's World,
Oh, Elmo's
the
World.
food episode.
Fantastic. Highly recommend the Dentist episode. I have that on
Dentist
VHS.
episode.
Yeah. I'll try and watch it when I go home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, next slide.
Is that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Joshua, we've mentioned that my area is it's a bit of a must be nice area.
It is a little.
It's a little bit of a must be nice area.
To steal some words from other podcasts.
Oh, definitely not. I would never plagiarize. Please see
never.
our footnotes written in Harvard citation at the end. At the end of
Please do.
But it's a must be nice area, and I've been enjoying the niceness for the last, I don't know, how long's it been? Like
start of the year, right?
Yeah, it was before Christmas.
Just
I
before
moved.
the end
So
of the
about probably
end of
about
last year.
3 years or
3 years. Yeah.
3 months.
3 years.
Sorry. Time goes by when you're having the time of your life.
Must be very nice.
To set the scene of the demographic of this area, I'm going to give you some comparisons between Brunswick, where we used to live, and here. Okay. And you can give descriptors of both.
Sure. Okay.
Right. The first one, I was talking to you about this last night, laneways. So describe the laneway at the back of our house in Brunswick.
Scary.
Yep.
Overgrown.
Yep.
Feel like you're going to get stabbed in.
Yep. And one day there was a ladder lying in the middle, and I thought someone was trying to carjack me, so I just reversed out of there. Yeah, so that was that laneway.
Yeah.
And then, do you remember me telling you about the laneway at the side of my house?
It's very manicured.
It's manicured. It's got bitumen.
It's got bitumen.
There's a speed hump. And there's lights.
I think that's a good clarification as to where we were and where you are.
And where I am now. And then for the people, describe 3 characteristics of a person in Brunswick.
They carry a tote bag.
Age, vibe, and possible
they're
profession.
Probably about mid-20s.
Yep.
And, they could be doing anything from nothing to very little.
Probably whacked off their knocker.
100%.
And definitely work in hospitality.
100%, yeah.
And then for Essendon.
Like 60.
Yeah, probably have never worked in their life.
And have a lot of dosh.
Perfect.
A lot of dosh.
So now that the scene is set, I'm becoming one of them, Joshua. I am becoming a man of the village. I'm becoming one of the village people. Because
which one?
There's I don't know any of them. The guy that does the Y.
Yeah, but how of all the kinds of they all are like different. There's like there's the policeman. There's the it doesn't matter. Move on. I'm
the policeman. Yeah, he's my favorite.
I don't know about that.
I'm the guy who does the Y.
Yeah, that's probably
you're the guy who does the C. Yeah.
I consider myself an M person.
Oh no, actually, I do see you as an M person. Yeah, good M right there.
Thank you.
It looked like you wanted to fight me. But I'm becoming one of the village people because just near me, there's like a little strip of shops.
Right,
where there's, I was going to say a couple of cafes, a obnoxious amount of cafes.
Nearly every single
shop is a cafe.
Other than the dentist.
Yeah, there's a dentist
and
a corner shop. And cafe, and a Pilates studio. But like a Pilates studio where you have to...
Moved.
Oh, there was.
Because who wants...
No, you don't.
It's a weird spot to put that.
My mum used to work in a shop above the Pilates studio.
Really?
But it's a Pilates studio where you have to book in. Like you don't just go... It's like private Pilates. That's the kind of area.
That.
But I've got my little routine going on in the morning. So I'll go for a little walk down to where the shops are.
Yeah.
I'll go across the crossing, and because I live near a bunch of schools, it's school time. So there's a crossing lady, right? So I say good day to her, go across, get my coffee, do it all in reverse, go back home.
Right. Yep.
And I would have done this. I don't know how to do maths, but what feels like 100 times, right? Many, many, many times. And I'll even do it on weekends, right? I do the same thing every single morning.
Yeah, and no one's ever considered you boring or late. Or just
it's going to come as a big surprise to people that I'm predictable and a creature of habit.
At any point have we accused you of being an old person where the predictability really lays in as a factor of it?
It's really nice having a predictable schedule. It's actually
it works out for me very well. I mean,
yeah, because you know what's going to happen.
I know what's happening.
Yeah, it's great. So what started happening, I first noticed it at the cafe. When I go up every morning, I go to the little window that they've got outside there, which I love, by the way.
Love a window.
I love a window because you don't have to go in, and then it's less awkward of where to stand.
It's very true, actually.
So I go up and be like, can I get a small oat latte? And they'll be like, yep, no dramas, $4.50, blah, blah, blah.
True, yeah.
I reckon about 6 weeks in, I'm starting to think, I don't want to be labelled as a regular, but I thought they might start knowing my order by now, right?
Yeah, fair
And then
enough.
one of the crew who's there on weekdays, she started doing that thing where, oh, you just after a coffee, yeah, was it oat latte? So she was starting to ask me what it was.
Sure.
It's got to the point now that I literally walk up and they go, oh, g'day, how you going? Just $4.50 today, right?
Oh.
They don't even ask anything. They don't even say just the usual.
Yeah.
They know straight to business, right?
Sure.
We don't want to serve customers for a long time. This guy doesn't want to have a conversation with us. Bang, $4.50.
Fantastic.
I've reached another level. Of being a regular customer. They normally, if they've got a customer, say you've ordered a skinny latte, right?
Right, yep.
That's your go-to order, a large, skinny, extra hot cappuccino with one stevia.
You've got me exactly. That's exactly what I would have.
Yeah.
Sure.
So then they would come out and they'd be like, large, skinny, extra hot, skinny cappuccino with one stevia. And then they'll put it on the little shelf they've got there on the window.
Yes.
And then they'll fuck off, right?
Yes.
They hand deliver it to me now.
Oh.
What it started with was they'd put it down and they just like point at me like it's ready. Now the last 3 days, it's been different people every time. They will literally come out and give it to me.
You reckon you need to be written a list of people to treat well?
I think so. That's what I'm actually beginning to think, because it's different people, and this has just happened. I'm wondering if Boss Man, because it used to be Boss Man who would like interact with me and stuff.
Yeah.
And I reckon he's gone, treat that guy with respect. Yeah.
He's on the level.
Yeah. That's
Can
right.
I say that I can relate to this because today I went swimming.
Yep, that's
you
great.
know.
Love a swim.
Love
You're
a
doing
swim.
very well with your swimming, yeah. Just hit a PB today. Nothing special.
No. Who's even counting?
yeah, you.
But when I was counting, I had my watch on when I had it.
I was going to say, were you just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 Mississippi, 2
try.
Mississippi, 3
It doesn't work very well that
4
way.
Mississippi, because
Hard
then you
to
got to
count.
remember meters as well.
Oh, you had to count
1
like 3
Mississippi,
things.
15 meters, 1 Mississippi.
Very not very good.
Yeah.
But I got there.
The lady at the front desk.
I walked up and there was a bloke and a lady and I
Yeah.
went, oh yeah, I'll just get a swim, please.
Yeah.
The lady goes, yeah, no worries. The bloke looked at me and goes, you've been here a couple of times.
Oh,
haven't you?"
legend.
And I'm like,
Legend.
yeah. He's like, oh, you probably should get one of those visitor pass.
The 20
Yeah,
swim
yeah,
pass.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they recommended that to me as well.
Yeah, I was son of a.
yeah.
But I was like, oh no, because I
It boils down to $6.90 a swim instead of $7.80.
Ooh.
Yeah.
might be worth it. Then.
I think it's worth it.
Might go
you, could
for
buy,
it.
you could buy a small oat latte with
Yeah,
the profits
I kind
from
of
that.
want the I want the coffee.
It makes it feel nice, doesn't it?
It does.
Being asked when he goes, oh, you're here a lot. You're like, he remembers me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a couple times.
But, yeah, that's made me feel very special now. I do reckon there's a little security cam photo of me, and it says special
There's
treatment.
usually
yeah.
Like just sort of like a goofy look.
It's like if you fuck his coffee up, it ruins his whole routine, and then he'll spiral, and he'll go to either side.
True.
But then that's made me feel like I'm part of the village, right?
Yeah.
But there's an extra special layer to this story.
Okay.
An unlikely friendship that I've formed.
Oh, no.
So there's 2 crossings I have to go across.
Yeah.
I have to go across one, which is a traffic light.
Yep.
And because there's lots of schools there, is
The
a guy
crossing lady.
who come. Yeah. Well, this particular one is a crossing man, and he doesn't have the sign. None of them have the sign.
Crossing bloke.
But it's an actual traffic light.
Yeah.
But he just come make sure no one's running across when it's
Yeah.
red or whatever. And I don't think he likes me because I'm not a child.
No.
It's a bit weird. And
You're not a child
I saw
and
him
you're not
jaywalking as well.
You're neither.
I literally see him knock off.
You're kidding.
It was like 8:45 or whatever, and I just see him take his jacket off and his hat, and he jaywalked. That's not very sensible behaviour.
The issue is you're not a child
Yeah.
and you're not 60.
Yeah.
So you're in the wrong area.
He doesn't know how to relate to me.
How do you even contact someone?
Well, there's another crossing lady further down the road. And I see all
Yes.
these girls walking past her, right? All these school children. And they don't say g'day. They
Love
don't
to see
say
it.
good
Oh.
morning. They don't see it. And I feel
Lovely.
sorry for this woman, right?
Yeah.
So I used to just do a g'day or good morning when I would walk
Yes.
past. And at the start, it was really awkward because she didn't realize I was going to come back. So she'd be like, have a great day. And then 2 minutes later, I'm coming back with my small oat latte.
Do you think
Yeah.
she's like, oh, that's one of those teachers going to the school?
Yeah, dead set. Or like I'm going to the train station
Yeah.
or something. Like
Yeah.
that's definitely what she would think.
sure.
But she started realizing, right? And we'd have like a little conversation before we went across. So
Right.
she'd be standing there. She'd like see me coming. I've started getting a wave as well.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, oh, the buses have a lot of smoke blowing out the back of them, don't they? And I'm
Yes.
like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah, they
yeah,
do.
for
Yeah,
sure.
they do. The other morning, I'm walking across and I'm like, oh, weather's a bit wet today. She didn't bite. She just goes, last night there was a possum and he was in my driveway, and then I looked out in my backyard and I realised that all the chilies from my chili plant had been eaten, and I think he must have eaten them. So I called him Jimmy, and I'm scared he's got a sore tummy, so I took him to the Footscray wetlands.
I think you've gone too far.
I'm in. I have a new friend. I don't know what her name is.
I remember when I was a kid, for a solid maybe 6 to 7 years, when I was like going to primary school.
Yeah.
Then since then, going to pegs.
Yeah.
Where I'd walk past this lady.
Yeah.
Just become that kind of like, oh,
like you know each other and yeah.
Oh yeah, so nice, nice man, very nice boy.
I like my morning. Is it bad that I'm liking my morning interactions with the crossing lady? But
but we're not gonna harm you for it.
We mentioned that my routine is very regular. And she's noticed that because we went to the pub on Thursday night with King Mike. And,
we did.
And do we have a nickname for the other bloke?
Court
Musician.
Minstrel. Court Minstrel.
Yeah.
Chris.
Court Minstrel Chris. And, you know, it wasn't that late of a night, but I was a little bit tired because I didn't have my relaxing wind down time in the evening. So I was about...
He needs his beauty sleep.
I do. I reckon I was about 45 minutes later than normal, right?
Oh.
She's about to knock off and I'm walking and she sees me and she taps her wrist like angrily, like, where have you been? And as I'm walking across, she's
trouble.
like, oh, I didn't think you were going to show up. And then she hit me with some words of wisdom. She said, but I guess it's not about when you show up. It's about showing up, and I love that. So thank you to the crossing lady. I'm one of the village people. I'm here to stay, baby. I'm here to stay.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Well,
I know how we could find out on the next slide. Oh man! I'm so excited.
I'm excited. We've prepared a little something we have
for this little middly area.
The Biffin, the web Biffin. He's working on the site, tiring away, right, cranking the handle,
and
right.
we got a task set for us.
He did. He sent us a letter.
He said we have an about page that goes to nothing.
That's right.
Because we don't. I don't have any things about you.
And we said that's a shame.
That's a shame.
I hate that.
We do.
And he said.
And I said...
He said? Oh, you said?
I said...
Yep.
Just me.
Yep.
Me, Josh.
Josh.
Separate to the web Biffin.
Yep.
Same Biffin as before, but we're just putting web in front of it.
Yeah, it's the web Biffin. Yep.
But we're now calling web Biffin right.
Get on with it. Yep.
Yeah. well, we thought... we know each other so well.
We do.
That we can write each other's about section.
And it's just easier because when you're writing something about yourself, you don't want to brag and talk about how you're the most outstanding geographer award and all that stuff.
All of that.
So we've written just like a little summary, of each other to put on the website.
Please.
And then the rest of the team, they're going to write their own things.
100%.
So you're going to go on to comedianons.com. And you're going to be able to go to about and read about all the team because it can be confusing. So just read about
while you're there, even record a message for us,
and even write one as well.
Write one,
yeah. And it comes to our email, and we'll play it out.
Fantastic.
So this will be Josh, and this will be the first one up there.
Because it goes Josh and
Jono. Yeah.
Okay, please.
So I've started with like a little about your life growing up and as a child, and then your professional life. Okay,
cool.
After being born into the small countryside town of Plimpton in 1723, it quickly became apparent that Joshua was going to be one of the most influential men in history. Despite attending the free local school in Plimpton town, Joshua defied the odds and turned into a fine, upstanding member of society. Perhaps no surprise that he would later be knighted by George III in 1769. Joshua always showed a strong passion for art, even in the early days, and would frequently work long hours in his studio without ever taking a holiday. His art was largely inspired by good friend and mentor, Jonathan. It is this hard work and dedication that makes it no surprise that Joshua is known as the most influential portrait painting of the 18th century, adopting the idea of embracing imperfections that is still seen in portraits today. That Joshua is Joshua Reynolds, who died in 1792. Joshua, from Comedians with Josh and Jono, was born one day and has just kind of existed up until this point. Professionally, Joshua claims to work in information technology, but given the fact that he used a phone case that opens like a book for most of his youth, a design very popular with the older generation, this seems unlikely. It is
Think Mike
assumed
has it?
it is assumed by most that he was the rat in Ratatouille and has since been
cannot
coasting
confirm.
off his earnings. For the podcast, Josh turns up, does a few gags, and gets the job done.
Lovely. I think I haven't heard anything wrong with
Yeah,
that.
that's perfectly
Fantastic.
accurate description
Yeah.
of Josh.
Of Josh.
Yeah.
Not Josh Reynolds.
Not Joshua Reynolds. Not a
person,
different guy.
different guy.
Yeah.
I love this. Okay, this is for this is Jono. This will go below Josh.
Can I be next to you?
Oh, we might be able to do that.
I want to
We'll talk to the Biffin.
like Josh and Jono at the top,
and then below
like
it,
we're the directors of the company, and then it goes into like the org chart
we
below.
might be able to get that sorted.
I know how to do it.
We could see.
Yep.
Okay, this is it.
I'm gonna shit myself. I'm so nervous. All right, yeah.
Jonathan McDonald Octavius, also known as Jay Stizzle, Jay Sizzle, and Worldender, grew up in the verdant hills of South Mauritius, where he spent his days in army bases, as he is the son of an army man. As he grew up, you would often find him leading his varsity lacrosse team and tearing through the streets, knocking over mailboxes with a hockey stick. He and his family made the move to Melbourne in 2007, where John earned himself the
Actually,
title.
pretty close.
John earned himself the title of on the streets as the Wolf of Strathmore Heights, a feared man in both his personal and professional life. As a corporate man, Jonathan is most known as the close and lesser-known accomplice of Sam Bankman-Fried in the catastrophic collapse of UFX, Ultimate Frisbee Exchange, built around the game of Ultimate and the ultimate reason behind the crashing of the Ultimate market. As a young businessman, straight out of RMIT, pardon me, straight out of RMIT, he won 30 awards in his outstanding work in trees or some shit.
He did.
Sorry, I'll repeat that. Straight out of RMIT, he won 30 awards in his outstanding work in trees or some shit. He's been accused of cheating from these awards, considering his connection to Silicon Valley, but we ain't touching that. It's still the courts. In the realm of podcasting, John has interned on the Joe Rogan Experience as a chef and cooked his main meal, the podcast host, Rogan Joe. He has since been dubbed Bad Boy Stizzle and boxed Chef Jamie Oliver to a hard-fought loss and loss of his left eardrum.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Since then, he has lived a long life of 50 years and has retired to a big green sphere called the Geodome that floats over the suburb of Brunswick, where he takes care of 100 retired greyhounds.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. That's like my ideal life situation.
That's what I imagine.
So you've done that very well.
Thank you very much.
I think I have a better idea of who me and Joshua Reynolds are of the person and no idea about you.
Check out our Instagram.
Give us a like. If you give us a review, it pops up on the bottom of the website.
That's
yeah,
fun.
yeah. So you
That's
can see yourself there. So please do that, and we'll see you on the next slide.
Jono.
Yes. Would you like me to play some violin music?
I really would. I thought you'd play something from your computer, but that works as well. I think pause on that.
Oh, yeah.
I think you've done it.
All good. Yep.
You're good.
It's done. We're all
What you
feeling
did was
sad.
shit,
Yep.
but we'll move on.
It's all good. It's about showing
It's not
up.
about what you did.
That's
It's
what
about-
Cross and Lady
that's what
Carol
Cross and
told
Lady
me.
Karen
Yeah,
told
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
Carol.
I said Carol.
Not Karen. Okay. Just important differentiation there.
Just a name.
Shout out
It's just
Carol.
a name.
Yeah.
It's just a name.
I'll find out her name
Carol.
this week. I'll ask her
I will
out.
ask. Please. I'll say it's just the Crossing Lady.
Yeah.
I didn't say any other names. Please, for love of God. Okay. Jono,
Joshua.
I've got some things to tell to the people and to you.
Okay.
Because
This is a tell-all.
no, it's just, it's really.
Do you need a
good for
glass
my
of
heart.
water?
It's really good. I've got a glass
Do you need
of
a
water
cigarette?
here. Oh, that might be what I need. But
I'll ask old
feeling
mate from
really-
the porch over there.
Oh,
yeah.
fantastic.
Had the window open.
Biffing over there,
All
smoking
coming in,
over a
yeah.
fucking doobie.
I think it's the third time you said doobie on this show, and I hate it more every time.
But I found out that we've been in somewhat accomplices in something that I wish we weren't.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And we
Oh, no.
have
Is this
got
what I think it is?
connections with something that is horrifying.
I hope
And
this isn't what I think
I'm
it is.
sorry. Well, I just wanted to apologize. I wanted this to be an official apology.
Okay.
And I guess we can just talk out our emotions.
Are you apologising for something that you did or something that we did? Because I don't know if I want to apologise for something
No, it's
I
nothing
did.
to do with that. No, it's nothing like that. Trust me.
Is it when we stole those bowls from Woolworths?
Man, we might have to add that on as apology after this.
Yeah.
But as the people would know, fellow Thursday fanatics.
Yep.
Wednesday.
And it comes out on a
Wickets,
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Top bloke
Charmanders,
Tuesdays.
and other names will never
Tuesday
ever
Charmanders is good.
and other names that will never ever
Charmander
use
is the
again,
guy who's got like a barbecue on his back, yeah? It's like a flame grill.
and will never get sued for that name.
Never.
But I got sent a link.
Oh, no.
And it was a link to a video of something that I really didn't want to be a part of.
Uh-oh.
It was a video from a person who had already used a segment that we have used.
Well, wait, what came first?
Them. And
Oh,
now
no.
I want to stress
Oh,
at no
no.
point do I want to be at all connected to this person.
Oh, no.
I don't want to be connected to this person at all. And I want to stress that what I came out was out of my own genius and creativity.
I think I know what this segment is.
And it's
I'm going to write down what I think this is.
and it's out of my own creativity. And I just want to make it very clear that I have nothing to do with this.
All right.
So
I'm just writing down my
segment.
guess. All right, I've written it down.
Do you want to read out what segment you think?
No, you're going to say it, then I'm going to show you.
In regards to bad sign.
Oh, no, I wrote down friends galore.
No, I think I already mentioned it when I used that segment. That it was not
Yeah, you
ours.
did. You've done this segment a couple times.
Bad sign.
Yeah.
Have been used a lot.
It was one of the OG episodes.
It was, and can I say one of my favorites?
I saw her.
I'm sorry.
Bad sign. I
getting
gotta
tearing
make it in time.
You're really messing with my sincere apology.
Okay, sorry.
I practiced by watching a Logan Paul video. I know how to apologize. I'm a content creator. I need to look down the barrel of the camera.
Yeah.
I am sorry. I thought what I was doing was bringing happiness. And what I found out was that I copied a segment from Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, no.
I feel horrible about that.
Jimmy Fallon is not a guy you want to be copying segments from.
I've never even copied it. I want to make it clear that I came out of my own creativity.
Oh, my God.
And I don't want to even touch that piece of shit.
Jimmy Fallon won't touch you. It's okay. Not after what happened last time. It's okay.
Just so much for me.
I'm going to stand up for you.
Please.
Because that happened in the dark days of lockdown when you did the first Bad Science segment.
I've never watched a single episode of his show.
It was the dark days of lockdown, and you were just doing what you could do at that time.
And it was a funny side.
And go to the supermarket.
100%,
200% fresh.
Fresh, and it was refresh, and it was funny.
What was his segment about?
It was about silly signs.
Oh, no. Silly signs or bad signs?
Bad signs.
Oh,
It's got bad signs. I've been doing it for like 6 years.
That sounds... You've been doing it for 6 years.
How was I supposed to know this? How was I supposed to know?
Wait, is it a regular segment?
No, I don't know. But I saw a video from it on YouTube. It was from 6 years ago. I'm just sorry. I feel like I've betrayed you.
You have.
You've betrayed you. I've betrayed the people.
Yeah.
And I know I'm
Did you watch his segment?
But no, never. I don't want to give that guy a single view.
No.
I feel that I am ugly right now.
Yeah, you are.
Because there's an ugly part of this. There's an ugly part of me that's connected to that man.
Yeah. You're connected to Jimmy Fallon. Third time's a charm. I thought it was going under the radar.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
We're funny because of them. We don't steal our jokes.
But you did.
I didn't know.
Did you reference it in Harvard? If you reference it in Harvard, you're
might
all
have to
good.
double
Go
check
into
that.
the notes and reference it in Harvard.
They don't know that.
Oh, I mean, we didn't steal.
But I will.
Is it stealing if we did it significantly
so
worse
hard.
to them?
I have a feeling that segment was better than anything Jimmy Fallon's ever done.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. I am sorry to everyone watching. I'm sorry to everyone who's listening. And I will do better in the future.
Please. Thank you.
Next slide.
Goodbye. We are corporate men, Joshua.
We are.
And in the wonderful world that is emails and Slack and text messages and phone calls, it all gets very complicated
It really
the
does.
terminology. Sometimes I find that there's a generational... Is that the mailman that I
got a
see?
message. I need to go
Australia
do something.
Post. Are you just able to quickly pop and get the mailman?
Yeah,
And,
I think I could do that.
I think it's needs quite a long signature, so I'll just wait here.
Sure.
Josh is going to get the get the mail. I'm getting a phone call on my phone. Where is my phone? That's a bit sus that it's the Skype sound effect. Who is this? Oh, I've picked it up. Hello.
Hello?
Oh, is that Russell?
Yes, this is Russell.
Oh, hey, how you going, mate?
Mate, I heard you were doing some corporate chat, and, well, I'm a businessman, so...
Oh, well, that's actually perfect because my mate, Josh... how you going out there, by the way, Josh?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, he's just signing for a really long parcel.
Really long signature.
Yeah, really long signature. Yeah, that's fair enough. Are you able to just... maybe I can just pass some corporate terminology to you?
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Okay,
mate.
well,
No
that's really good. So, Russ, I've got a problem in... how's Lorraine, by the way, your wife?
Lorraine
Yeah.
is fantastic.
Oh, that's good. That's good, yeah.
She brought in some biscuits the other day.
Oh, some biggies? Yeah.
They were pretty nice.
Did she give them to you to bring into the boys in the office?
No, I didn't want to bring him into the office.
Oh.
She said, you got to bring some to the office.
Oh, yep.
And
yep.
so I brought some to the office.
That's very nice, Russell.
They said that was very nice.
How do we know each other, by the way?
I don't know. I thought I was given an email.
We get around.
They
Yeah,
give me an
yeah.
email. They said, you got to join this Zoom link.
Oh,
So I
right.
pressed the link.
Yeah.
And
then they
somehow
called
I
me.
called you.
And somehow I know about you. And I'm a big fan of your work,
Oh,
Russell.
very nice. What's my company called again?
Big Russell. Russell. What's the other guy's name? Alan. Russell and Alan Corp Incorporated. Is that your company name?
Yeah, that's the one. That's
Okay,
the one.
cool.
Glad to see that you're a big fan of our
What do you
work.
guys produce over there? What do you guys
We
do?
produce so much things.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, just between you and me,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
We're a bit of a shell corporation.
Oh, none of that.
We're on a personal
You gotta
call,
do
right?
what you gotta
We're
do.
on a personal call. We're not being
We're not being recorded.
recorded
No,
or
no.
out to the public
Well,
in this.
Russell, let's make the most of our
Oh,
time
please,
because
I would love that.
Josh looks like he's helping the mailman tie his shoe up.
Yeah, so it's under the round and there's bunny
pull.
Loop through.
Yeah, okay, yep. So I've got a question. So my colleague Margaret, right? She's a real piece of work, okay? And I've asked her six times in person and twice on email if she can send me the PDF of the report. And she hasn't, and I want to tell her that she's an absolute asshole, right?
Right,
And I want to
yeah.
say she's a bit of a fuckhead. You know what I mean?
Oh, big fan.
But
I've
I
said
want-
it a lot of times.
I've heard-
You know what, Tanya?
I don't-
Tanya. Oh,
yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
I don't want to say that to her. So I want, if you can tell me a way, a corporate professional way to phrase that email, that'd really help me out. Thanks, Russ. If you could.
And what was her
do
name
that for
again?
me.
Margaret.
Yeah, Margaret.
Oh, yeah, I know Margaret from the other day. Margaret
yeah?
was coming in the office and
Yep.
she brings us our sandwiches.
Oh, that's
And,
nice.
'cause,
That's nice of her to
usually we
do
go
that.
down, me and Alan.
Yeah.
We go down
Yeah.
to the shop.
The little kiosk?
The little kiosk.
Get a-
and we get
get a
ourselves,
soup or
I get
a
a
coffee or
Strasbourg
something?
sandwich.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't get coffee anymore.
Yeah.
A coffee's not very good for you.
Russell, we're on a bit of a time
Oh,
crunch,
sorry,
Russell.
sorry. What was I doing again?
I just want to know what I can write to Margaret to tell her that I need that document, but I want to be professional about it.
Right, yeah. So I think I would say, dear Margaret.
All right. Yep.
Dear Margaret. Oh, I love that sound.
Yeah.
Is that you doing
That's
it on
my
the keyboard?
typewriter. Just my typewriter.
Typewriter. I use a typewriter.
Yeah, I thought you
had
might.
a typewriter
Yeah.
the other day.
Yeah.
And
Oh, did
Margaret
you?
came in and
Oh, yeah, that's
she
nice.
gave me a sandwich and I
Yeah.
was using the typewriter.
Yeah. Did she compliment your typewriter?
Sorry, I think I got some focus on my job.
Oh, yeah, that's okay, that's
Thinking about
okay.
Margaret.
It happens, I think of Margaret a lot as well.
I mean Lorraine. Sorry. I love Lorraine.
Easy mistake.
I always
easy
love
mistake.
Lorraine.
Easy mistake to make. Yeah.
But,
yeah. So I've got dear Margaret.
Dear Margaret, I was talking to Alan the other day.
Yep.
And
Am I writing this down?
No. This is something I was
Okay,
thinking
yeah,
about.
you're
Alan,
talking
Alan
Alan,
was
yeah.
saying he was talking to his personal
So,
assistant.
Russ, we've got a couple of these to get through.
Dear Margaret.
Yeah. There's only so long Josh
dear-
can sign for that parcel. Yeah.
I think he's fine. I see it through the camera you've got turned on.
Yeah. I think
He's
they've gone
sitting there for a
they've gone to get lunch.
Yeah. That's what they've done.
So I need the document. Yeah.
Dear Margaret,
Yeah.
thank you so much for the PDF document.
Yep.
I very much appreciate this from you.
Oh, but she hasn't sent it from me yet, Russ.
I need it
from her. Yeah.
And then when she says, when she gets that message,
she'll go white.
And then I walk over to her desk.
Yeah.
Because she's in the same office, I assume.
Oh, yeah. Always,
so
of course.
I would go to her desk.
She's from accounts. She's Jimmy's manager.
Oh, Jimmy, I hate Jimmy.
I think we might work in the same company. I'm just starting to realise. I think you might be my boss.
Jimmy came in the other day.
Yeah.
That's how I know you.
Yeah.
You work at my company.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What department am I in?
with Jimmy, don't you?
Yeah, he's a good lad. About the same age. Yeah.
You have that soy sauce in your coffee, don't you?
Oh, I go oat sauce, but yeah, oatmeal. Yeah, an
That's
oatmeal
weird.
latte.
Oatmeal. What oatmeal? In
I actually had a guy at the cafe I used to work to ask for an oatmeal cappuccino. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. And I walk over to her office and say, Margaret, I don't want to get too much personal with you.
Yep.
Don't want to get too much personal with you, but I haven't got the PDF.
Oh, so just be nice and direct and honest.
Straight to her.
Non-confrontational.
No, it wouldn't be confrontational.
Always stand up so you have the high ground.
I will make sure I'm looking down on her.
Yeah, of course.
Because otherwise,
I'm the CEO and I'm 60. And
I actually have my personal assistant walk side by side with me with a little stool.
What's his personal assistant's name?
Jessica.
No inconsistencies here. I think
it's
it was
a new one.
Amani.
It's a new one. It's a new one. It's a new one.
You can't keep him.
Let's not talk about what happened to the previous one.
You can't keep him.
No. We're not talking about that.
Well, I appreciate your advice on that one, but I've also got another problem. How you going there, Josh? By the way, he's not there anymore.
He's not there.
Oh, there they are. They're doing the hula hoop in the courtyard. That's nice.
That's
the mailman
nice.
and some other guy. That's a bit fun.
I think men should be men more. They're doing too much of this hula hoop.
Do you have any opinions on Harry Styles?
Oh my god!
Anyway, Russ,
he walks around.
I've got a second one for you, Russ. I've got two more for you, Russ. Russell, I'm not paying for this phone call, Russell. The company, it's on the company card, and they're not going to be happy if this is a long phone call.
I'm sorry.
You know how it is upstairs. You know how it is.
I was thinking about something Margaret was saying, and go ahead.
Well, I've actually got Margaret sent me an email the other day.
Finally, did she with that friggin' PDF?
Well, it was actually about something unrelated.
Lorraine was asking me what a PDF was the other day.
Oh, yeah, well, one day I'll teach you. Ask Jimmy, he'll tell you. But
he was trying to explain it to me. I just didn't understand it.
What Margaret sent to me before she sent me the PDF, she said, thanks for dropping in the other day. I'll ping you when my team has bandwidth. And I don't understand what that means, Russ.
What even is bandwidth?
Yeah, so I'd like to know, because she's of your generation, you know. So I'd like to know what the ping and the bandwidth would mean.
I have to tell you first of all. Yeah. What's your name again? Sorry.
Am I me in this scenario?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm Jonathan. Yeah.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Well, as you may know, I have a very expensive internet.
People on the camera are going to think you're wanking yourself off.
I have very expensive internet.
Yeah.
And, never ever have I had connection issues with that.
But I don't think this is internet related, Russell.
No, it's always with the internet.
She's told me she's going to ping me.
I was on the phone with the IT the other day. I was on the phone with IT the other day, and I was saying I've got very expensive internet.
Yeah, right. Do you? So Margaret's team has cheap internet. Is that what the problem is?
It's something you got to consider.
No, you do have to consider it. But what would a ping mean, Russell? I'm confused. I need help.
I've been told I'm not allowed to speak on what a ping. Last time I answered that question, they were very unhappy with me.
Well, fair enough, Russell. Well, mate, I'll ask Alan and see if he knows. But I need
Alan's
to find.
Very smart. Alan was telling me the other day.
Well, Russell, I'm actually going to resign from this company. And I want to write you a resignation email.
What did you say?
Actually, Alan works at a different company, doesn't he? Gregory.
You just say you're going to be retiring?
No, I mean, even in the future, if you are no longer here and this company went to shit, I've heard Gregory.
I've got very expensive internet.
Gregory from your competitor is lining up to take your place, and. I'm
not talking to Gregory anymore.
In the unlikely event that he were to take over,
I was very unhappy.
If he were to take over as CEO, to be loyal to you, Russell, I would resign.
No.
Oh, I guess I don't need you to write a resignation email for me then.
I mean, if you want to.
I would love you to write a resignation email for me.
What am I doing? First of all, what you have to understand is I've never had to resign from anywhere. Because
What
back
would-
in my day,
You
you
get
would
daddy's
stick in one
company in
spot.
his-
No.
Oh, no, you started from the bottom.
My dad never gave me anything.
Yes.
He said, here's 50 cents.
Yep.
And you're going to go work as a paper boy. I got a lot of money as a paper boy.
Yeah.
I made
Do you know they don't sell newspapers anymore, Russell?
$250,000.
Oh, great.
As a paper boy.
Yeah.
And then
how
I
much
started
did your
my own
house cost?
business. 50 cents.
Oh, that's expensive, isn't it,
It
right?
was very expensive back then.
And
this is what I don't understand by people these days.
Netflix costs $7 a month.
It costs $7 a month, and you've got your coffees, which cost $10.
You could buy hundreds of houses.
What are you going to do with
Yeah.
it? You got to stop having the coffees. I was hearing you had me on the phone for a long
inflation,
time.
Russell, yeah, it is a long time. Oh, Josh is starting to walk back in.
Nah,
If you could quickly
I'll tell him to fuck off, mate.
wrap up this resignation email
yeah.
for me. You know, it's easy to get off track. I understand, but
Am I sending an email to myself?
Yeah, you are.
Right, okay.
Yeah. I'm
Right,
not trying to get you to
say,
fire yourself. Sorry, what? No, keep going.
I would
said
say,
nothing. Yeah.
Dear Russell.
Yeah. Sorry. It actually looks like Josh has locked himself out. Oh, he's calling me. Hang on. Let me just add him into this phone call.
Please do.
Oh, yeah.
Guys.
Hi, Josh. How are you? You
I'm
okay?
stuck outside.
Have you met Russell?
Who's Russell?
Say hello, Russell.
Hey, what's your name, George? No, it's Josh. What do you do, Josh? I work in IT. Well, I'll tell the other IT boy the other day. I was telling you, I don't have connection issues.
Do you want to come back in?
No, I think I'll stay outside for a bit. I've got this weird feeling, Jono, that I think I'm supposed to cut to the next section.
Yes, you are. All right, see you, Ross.
Oh, wait, but you're going to take me back, right?
Next slide. Roses are red. Tonight is the end of daylight savings time. And that was episode 59 of the Comedians. What a fantastic show.
A great show.
I'm calling it right now.
I feel like I didn't do a lot in that last segment.
No, did you get your parcel, by the way?
No, they left me one of those
Hang on, why were you receiving a parcel at my house?
Yeah, you made me do it. I don't know why you made me do that.
That's all
I
complicated.
missed out on the last end of the podcast. What even happened? Who's this Russell person?
Look, we actually don't have another segment. It's just
that's unfortunate.
It was just a personal phone call.
Recommendations?
Yes, I've got a recommendation. You've got a recommendation.
We'd love to recommend something.
Yeah, we do. And it could be anything, really, but often it's media. Yeah.
Often media.
Yeah.
My media is music.
Okay.
It's an artist.
Is it Weem?
No, it isn't Ween.
Oh.
But it's often being called.
Yeah.
It's often being called.
Do you know I checked and Ween is a band?
Yeah, no, that's why
I wasn't sure if they were a band or not. Yeah.
They
look like the Beatles if they're from Aldi.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
This artist is called 100 Gex.
Never heard of that. Sounds like something you'd be.
They have an album
what
called
style of music is it?
10,000 Gex is the name of the album. It is. Have you heard of hyperpop?
I know what hyperpop is.
That's what I would describe.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
It's nuts.
Yeah,
but it's fantastic.
It's not something you want to listen to before you go to sleep.
I've done it.
Or do you reckon it's kind of like it's kind of got the same vibe as like deep house?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. It makes you sort of feel the same inside.
These two people, I think they're from America, but they have like a high pitched voice on them that they pitch themselves, and it's like it's really fun.
That's great. So what it is and who are they called?
It's called 100 Gex is the name of the artist, and their new album this year is called 10,000 Gex.
Fantastic. That's great.
What do you got?
I don't have a media. I have a real estate firm, Nelson Alexander Real Estate. They are fantastic.
No.
Nothing to do with the fact that I've just requested if I can have a dog in this apartment and I want to give it. They are fantastic. If you need anything done, Nelson Alexander Real Estate, they will get the job done. Promptly, they'll get it done efficiently. They'll get it done effectively. Please let me have a dog. I really want a dog. It's all I ever want. Nelson Alexander Real Estate. Highly recommend.
Hey, Jono, do you hear that?
Yeah. It's not the phone ringing to tell me that I'm getting a dog.
No,
but it was a great episode. We didn't do the rundown of the show. We did a whole bunch of things.
Great.
See ya. Bye.
See you later.